If you are a student with Communicative English as your paper, here are the chapter-wise questions and answers. In this session, we shall cover Chapter 10 on Business Presentations. Answer the following in 50 words. Question number 1. Write a short note on the mirror effect. Question number 2. Why is it important to organize your content? Let's go one by one. Write a short note on the mirror effect. The mirror effect in communication, particularly in the context of learning communicative English, emphasizes the reflective nature of language exchange. It involves mirroring or reflecting back the language, tone, and gestures of the interlocutor, fostering better understanding and rapport. For students, mastering this technique enhances their ability to engage effectively in conversations, understand nuances, and adapt to diverse communication styles. It promotes active listening, empathy, and cultural sensitivity, essential skills in today's interconnected world. Embracing the mirror effect empowers students to communicate confidently and fluently in English, enriching their linguistic and social competencies. For example, let's say a student is practicing conversational English with a native speaker. If the native speaker uses a particular phrase or gesture, the student can employ the mirror effect by incorporating similar language or gestures in their response. For instance, speaker, how is it going? Student using mirror effect, it's going well, thank you. How about yourself? Question number 2. Why is it important to organize your content? In business presentations, tailoring content to the audience is paramount for engagement and effectiveness. Procuring relevant information and reviewing it ensures clarity and coherence. For example, if presenting to investors, focusing on financial data and projections is crucial. Conversely, presenting to employees might prioritize organizational updates and strategies for growth. Organizing content with the audience in mind enhances comprehension and retention, making the presentation more impactful and persuasive. Let's take an example. Let's consider a scenario where a marketing manager is preparing a business presentation. If the audience comprises of potential clients, the manager would focus on showcasing the benefits of the company's products or services, highlighting success stories and case studies relevant to the client's industry. However, if the audience consists of internal stakeholders, such as employees or executives, the presentation might emphasize key performance metrics, upcoming projects, and strategies for achieving company goals. By organizing the content to suit the specific needs and interests of each audience, the presentation becomes more relevant and compelling. Answer the following in 200 words. Question number 1. What is the final step towards making an effective business presentation? Explain. Question number 2. Write a short note on how to organize the content for a presentation. Question number 1. What is the final step towards making an effective business presentation? Explain. The final step towards making an effective business presentation involves thorough preparation and rehearsal to ensure clarity, confidence, and engagement. This step is crucial as it determines the success of conveying key messages and achieving desired outcomes. Let's write the subheadings. Content organization. Begin by organizing the presentation content logically with clear subheadings and transitions between sections. Each paragraph should focus on a specific aspect of the topic, building a cohesive narrative that guides the audience to the information. Visual aids. Incorporate visual aids such as slides or multimedia elements to enhance understanding and retention. Ensure that visuals are professional, relevant, and support the spoken content without overwhelming or distracting the audience. Audience adaptation. Tailor the presentation to suit the audience's needs, interests, and level of understanding. Consider the background knowledge, preferences, and potential concerns to address them effectively. This adaptation fosters engagement and connection with the audience. Practice and feedback. Rehearse the presentation multiple times, focusing on delivery, timing, and confidence. Practice in front of a mirror, record yourself, or conduct mock presentations with peers to identify areas for improvement. Solicit feedback from trusted colleagues or mentors to refine your delivery and address any weaknesses. Final touches. Before the presentation, double-check all equipment, materials, and logistics to ensure a smooth delivery. Arrive early to set up greet attendees, and familiarize yourself with the environment. Take a moment to center yourself, manage nerves, and mentally prepare to deliver a compelling presentation. The final step towards making an effective business presentation involves comprehensive preparation, audience adaptation, and confident delivery. By organizing content, utilizing visual aids, adapting to the audience, practicing diligently, and attending to final touches, presenters can maximize the impact of their message and achieve their objectives successfully. Question number 2. Write a short note on how to organize the content for a presentation. Organizing content for a presentation is crucial for conveying information effectively and engaging the audience. This process involves several key steps, including defining objectives, outlining key points, providing context, procuring content, reviewing content, incorporating visual aids, using subheadings, and using transition statements. Define objectives. Begin by clearly defining the objectives of the presentation. Identify the main message or takeaway you want to communicate to the audience. This sets the direction for the content and helps maintain focus throughout the presentation. Outline key points. Create an outline. Outlining the key points or topics to be covered in the presentation. Arrange them in a logical sequence that leads the audience through the information in a coherent manner. Each point should support the overall objective of the presentation. Provide context. Offer background information or explanations to provide context for each key point. This helps the audience understand the relevance of the information and its connection to the overall topic of the presentation. Procuring content. Gather relevant content, data, examples, and supporting evidence to reinforce key points. Ensure that the information is accurate, up-to-date, and reliable. Procuring content involves conducting research, consulting reputable sources, and selecting the most relevant and compelling material for the presentation. Reviewing content. Thoroughly review the content to ensure accuracy, clarity, and coherence. Check for any inconsistencies, errors, or gaps in information. Reviewing content also involves refining language, revising sentences for clarity, and eliminating unnecessary jargon or technical terms that may confuse the audience. Incorporate visual aids. Enhance a presentation by incorporating visual aids, such as slides, charts, graphs, or images. Visuals can help clarify complex information, reinforce key points, and make the presentation more engaging and memorable. Use subheadings. Break down the content into sections using descriptive subheadings. This helps the audience navigate through the presentation and understand the organization or the information. Subheadings also serve as signposts, guiding the audience through the flow of the presentation. Use transition statements. Include transition statements between sections to smoothly segue from one topic to the next. Transition statements help maintain the flow of the presentation and ensure that the audience can follow the progression of ideas. Organizing content for a presentation involves defining objectives, outlining key points, providing context, procuring content, reviewing content, incorporating visual aids, using subheadings, and using transition statements. By following these steps, presenters can create a well-structured presentation that effectively communicates their message and engages the audience. Happy learning!